Alrighty folks, every year in the latest Call of Duty game there are some kill streaks or score streaks which are just hilariously bad and a downright rip-off when it comes to the score required to get them. Some of these streaks are perpetually useless and always end up assigned to the scrap heap, like the Sentry gun, spoiler alert. Welcome back, it's nice to see it back again as a worthless piece of... Anyways, we also get a couple new streaks every year which are equally as useless. Some new wild concoction by the devs which I bet sounds good on paper but in reality is as impractical as a spoon made of carpet. Let's take a look at some of the most useless score streaks in Black Ops Cold War. Starting with the combat bow, the lowest score required for a streak at 500 and you get a flaming bow and arrow? Nah, what you get is a free death when you equip this thing. Honestly, this score streak actually ends streaks more than it continues them. As soon as I pull this thing out, it's a death sentence for me. Unless you're Robin Hood, then don't bother with this measly 500 score contraption, because more often than not, by the time you've pulled the bow back to launch it, you're dead. If you come up against more than one enemy, you're dead. If you come up against someone with flak jacket, you're dead. Put it in the bin. Next on the list is armor at 1600 score. Now this is a proper selfish shite bag streak if I've ever saw one. Imagine getting all that score just to put a plate of armor on. I mean, come on. Get a grip. You could have fucked the whole enemy team up with a counter spy plane for 400 less score, but nah, you've slipped a fragile armor plate under your top and then died shortly after. What a pointless exercise that is. I can't wrap my head around why anyone would ever use armor. At the very most, it will allow you to win one single gunfight you maybe shouldn't have won, and then you're back to square one. Why would you run that instead of, say, the Sentry gun? Oh, Jesus Christ. Yes, the Sentry gun is back, and I'm afraid to say it's also back in the pile of useless streaks. For 1800 score, you can grab yourself a bleeping alert system on a tripod, because this is all you'll be hearing after it's deployed. And that's only if it survives the onslaught of one single Semtex grenade, because that's all it takes to destroy this thing. I've said it before, right, but think about the technology, the engineering required to develop an autonomous minigun defense system, and yet it can be broken by a strong gust of wind. Did they overlook that flaw in the design process? Was the Sentry gun made by the same engineers who designed the thermal exhaust port on the Death Star? Also, when you think the Sentry gun has actually decided to shoot at an enemy, you'll be surprised to see it actually shooting into the sky at an enemy streak, which again sounds great, but it does minuscule damage to the likes of an attack helicopter, which we'll get to. And I'd rather it just shoot at the enemies. Honestly, to get the most out the Sentry gun, you have to plant a trophy system at its feet, like some sort of add-on for a toy. Oh, you've bought the Action Man, but you're gonna need his fighter jet to go with him, sort of thing. I genuinely had to protect my own score streak just to make it semi-effective. That should never be the case. Case closed. Before we get into the other useless streaks, I want to say, if you're new here and enjoying the video, why not hit the subscribe button and the notification bell to join the notification squad like the two legends on your screen have done, and we'll discuss another fragile streak, the attack helicopter, all the way up at 4500 score. That is no joke. For most players, that is their final score streak they're working towards in a game, their ace card. Imagine sweating it out just to get a helicopter that will be shot down before it's barely even reached the map. That's not worth it. I mean, look how easy I shoot this down with an LMG, and it's not even got the bonus vehicle damage attachment on. That's just not right. From one helicopter to another, the support helo. Now, there's nothing wrong with the support helo for the most part. In fact, I'd say it's one of the best streaks in the game. That is until you get one on the map Checkmate, and you'll find it is in fact the game who has checkmated you. I mean, this footage right here is pretty much the definition of useless. This is against bots, and I'm lucky if I can find 2 or 3 of them out in the proverbial open. Never mind playing against actual players who would just have to stick to the side of the map, and this chopper gunner is now nothing more than a very expensive tour of the map. Pointless. And lastly, at a slight stretch, we have the 10,000 score Gunship, which does make this list in my opinion simply due to the score required to get it. Now, I'm not saying the actual gunship itself is useless, it's actually incredibly fun raining down death upon players, but to get this I had to go on a 17 kill streak, which included making the most of my artillery and war machine. A 17 kill streak to get this whilst also shooting down every enemy spy plane in the sky. That is some effort for this, and in fact I had tried plenty of times before this to get a gunship, sweating it out in Nuketown, getting 50 kills in tough lobbies to not even come close to getting a gunship. So in conclusion, the gunship is useless because like 99 times out of 100 you'll only have 2 score streaks at your disposal. You won't be using this Now that is useless. Folks, that's going to be all for this video. Please do leave a like on it and comment what you think of my list. Do you agree or disagree? Are there any streaks which didn't make the list which you think deserve to be on there too? Definitely let us know. Have a nice day and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.